Hey, it's Kayla, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing makeup. SFX makeup specifically. Do you remember the trend on TikTok where everybody was doing the makeup where it was like the band across their eyes? We're going to do that, but we're going to try to do it SFX. So I kind of want to try to make it look like this is cut out instead. Now if I could, which I don't think I can, I would love to make it look like it's peeled. I'm thinking like if I get a piece of wax paper, we coat it in latex. Maybe that would work. And then we just like put the foundation over it. Maybe that would be like, I could make it look like skin and just like attach it here. I just don't know how far over I want to go because I don't really want it in my hairline. I'm thinking we stop like right here. That way it's not like totally in my hair. So if you want to see that, keep watching. Starting off, we're going to glue down my brows. So what I normally do is I'll take a spray bottle. This is an old setting spray, but I'm going to use this. I'll spray my face. And then I will just glue my eyebrows down like so. But you want to go, at least for me, I have to go away from the way that my brow hairs go, opposite direction. And then it's just a lot of like brushing and waiting and rebrushing. So I'm just going to keep going back and forth and I'm going to keep re-gluing them down. I usually do like 2 to 3 times I'll go back over. I don't spray them though after it's only the first spray. Then the rest is strictly glue. I mean, you can spray the end of the glue if you need to. But other than that, I only spray it the first time. Be back when these are all set. Okay, so now that my brows are blocked out, they are completely dry. Don't do anything while they're still wet. I'm going to go over them with concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. That won't focus. I'm just going to go over like one coat. Now this isn't going to completely cover them, so we're going to do this first. And then I think I'm going to go over it with orange, maybe? We'll see. My sponge is actually dry. I figured that would help. That way it doesn't cause any irritation to the glue. So that's one coat. I think I'm going to add a second one. And then I'll get the orange shadow out. I really need to get an orange color corrector. I don't have one of them. This isn't looking too bad though. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I'm going to take the Wet n Wild's paint palette. I'm going to take my finger and just tap in the orange. Should actually mix it with my concealer. Hold on. So I'm taking some on the back of my hand. Then I take some concealer. And I'm just going to mix it together and try to make like an orange concealer. I feel like that did nothing. Well, take 2, we're going to just put the orange on. And I'm going to get a different sponge and try to smooth it out. The lighting's still weird, but I wanted to try to fix it a little bit. So we're just going to take this and possibly mess up my brow. Now I'm going to go back over with my concealer, so back on my hand, same sponge with the orange on it. So I don't want to ruin my regular sponge. We are just going to hope that this helps. And then after, I'm just going to set it, I think. I mean, it doesn't look the worst. It could look a lot worse. I think I'm going to leave it there because when I add everything else on, it should work. I'm going to be going in with Snazaroo's white paint. A little old, but I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so I just re-looked it up. It's called tape makeup. We obviously can't use tape if I'm going to be using latex, so I am just going to wing it and I'm going to try to draw it. And I know what you're thinking. Why am I blocking my eyebrows out? Because I don't want to lose my eyebrows. Simple as that. So I figured we'd take it up a little bit higher because theoretically this is going to be opening, so we need to make sure we have enough room for the, like, peely part, and then we also need to have enough room to fill in with the fake blood. So, I will attempt. I was going to say I'll be back, but I can just edit this. So. I mean, really, it's just like a unibrow at this point. I feel like that's fairly close. And then we'll just take it up here. I was gonna make this go straight out, but I feel like everybody else's goes back because, like, the tape. So we're just gonna do that with this one too. Pretty decent for my tape outline. So next I'm gonna get the latex. As always, I'm going in with Maximum Impact's latex. This is their flesh-colored one. Now before I start, do not do these kind of things by your eyes. You're not supposed to usually. You should be a professional, or at least know what you're doing. I'm not a professional by any means, but I've done this a couple times. So please just be careful. Look up lots of tutorials if you're going to do anything like this. Again, don't recommend if you didn't work with latex before. Also, it smells really bad if you've never used it before. So there is also that. I am going to take this on a little sponge. I'm going here, and like on my nose. I'm trying to prevent staining. I'm sure it's going to stain anyway. But the more preventative we are, it should stain less. I'm not doing like a super thick layer. I might do like 2 at most. But I'm dreading the staining of the fake blood. And then I'm going to go over my eyebrow too, I think. I'm not going any lower than this though. Just that line across the top. It can be very strong around your eye, so I definitely don't recommend any closer than that. Next, I'm just going to take a Q-tip and I'm just going to start outlining this. And this may take a little bit. So I'm kind of going to just, I don't want to say glob it on because that's not the word, but like, I think I'm going to stop there. I don't know if I should bring it down or not. Like, I don't know if I want it to be like a big rectangle or if I want it to look like, if I could make it look like it's just like, I don't know what to do. But the goal is to build it up enough, and I have to blend it a little bit so that way it looks like it's higher. And like I said, be careful because this is very strong. I think I might connect it. And it doesn't have to be perfect on this side because it's supposed to be like skin ripped off. I'm not gonna have a clean cut. This is gonna be one of those trust the process type of things. I mean, so theoretically, none of this has to be perfect because it's like your skin is being ripped off, you know? This is what we're working with. It's a little strong, so I can't open that eye right now. I'm gonna just do this, and I have my little fan to help dry in between. I think I'm gonna do one more layer like this, and then I might have to start blending it out a little bit. That way it looks like it's connected to my face and not just like this weird mask eye thing going on. So, be right back. The last part that I just did, I'm gonna add a part in the middle here. Think of it like stairs. So like you want the top part and the bottom part, you need to like make it like blend in so it looks like it's a part of my face and not like a mask on top of my face. It's gonna take a couple layers and then I'll be back. Just gonna speed it up again. Okay, so now it's basically, you can't really tell on camera, but now it's pretty smoothed out the way I want it to be. I'm just going to go back in here then, just add a tiny bit, not a lot. I don't want it in my hairline, and when my hair's down, you're not really going to see it. But I'm just going to add like a tiny layer and thin it out, just how I drug it out at my eyebrows before. Okay, so now we're pretty set, dry. Obviously it's going to be like tacky. Now I'm going to take this Morphe concealer. I got it way too pale for my skin tone. So I'm hoping this will help like cancel out some of this yellow shade. That way when I put my foundation on, I don't have to like, I always tend to make it super dark because it can never matches up. So I'm hoping this will fix it. And it's not like I'm wearing this shade anyway. I think I ordered it online. Like it was something like I needed to fill the basket to get the free shipping or something. I'll try their concealer and then I got it totally the wrong shade. Looks a little better in person. It doesn't look right on camera. I'm still not sure why the lighting is so bad. But the goal is I will save up and get an actual camera eventually, so we just have to stick with this one for a little bit longer. I promise this isn't as bad though. This is going to be on my TikTok. It's going to be like a transition one. You'll be able to see it's not that bad. Now I'm going to go in with that same palette. This is the same Wet n Wild one. I'm going to take the red again. I'm going to take the red. And we are just going to fill this in. Only inside. It's okay if it gets on the rim a little bit, but like we don't want it up here. I've got that filled in. Next we're going to go in with fake blood. I'm going to be going in with Mayron's coagulated blood. It's like the jar of it. You can get it on Amazon. That's where I usually get it. Now it has a brush that it comes with, but it's very thick. So I'm not going to be taking it like that. I'm going to water it down like the tiniest bit so I can get it on a brush. Okay, so I put it on here, like a little clear palette thing that I have. And then I'm just going to take my spray. And even with the paint on the brush, we're going to use the same one. Still not enough. Normally I use a cup for this, but I can't get one at the moment. So now we're just going to fill... Actually, pause. We're going to put foundation on first. That's what I was going to do next. And I got ahead of myself and I put the red in. So for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Superstay Maybelline Skin Tint. And we're going to cross our fingers that this looks right. It matches the part here, which I think it is going to. The lighting was driving me insane, so I switched to my phone. I'm going to contour next with Elle's Halo Glow Beauty. Next, I'm going to go in. I have Mayron's fake coagulated blood, and then I added some water. That ready to go, and I'm going to start painting it in finally, since I forgot before and had to put my foundation on. I'm also like pulling up on the latex so I can get the fake blood underneath it just a little bit to help add the effect. Then I'm finally going to take a piece of wax paper I cut out, kind of roughly the same shape as on my face. I'm going to coat it in maximum impact latex. Just taking the same sponge from my face. Then I went over it with my foundation. And then I'm going to cover the other side with some fake blood, kind of lining it up so this is roughly how it would be like if it was peeled off, I guess. And then I kind of want it to stay like rolled back. So it's going to look a little awkward, but I finally got it positioned so it was kind of how I wanted it. And then I went in with Rimmel London's lip gloss. Then I just painted over with some more fake blood and filled in under my eyes a little bit just for some finishing touches. This is pretty much the final look though. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like I feel weird because my eyebrows aren't there, and maybe that's what's throwing me off, but yeah. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.